Damn, 26 months. Love you all and love you, Mustache Man Alexotos.
Oh my god. Kip, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Love you too for 26 whole months, my guy. Adamas, I thought no Adam. Oh, Adam no mas. Yeah, I mean, he's not really here too much, you know, these days. He's playing Pokemon. Kathy, hello. Welcome to the stream. Six, Kitten, how you doing? Pyro, Willow, Lane, Shortly, Tim, what's up, man? Gurnal, Errol, how you doing? Gran, Jur, how you doing? Sixth, Rad, Keeb, how you doing? How's everyone? Hi, Zany. 2-hour presentation tomorrow on neuropsych, epilepsy, and other stuff. I just do not want to do it, man. Is it boring or it was so quiet for a sec? Oh, maybe because I was typing something. Well, I was looking something up really quick. I actually got a new tool today by popular request by a lot of people because people wanted me to get a caliper, so I got a caliper. They're really cheap, and this one here is pretty damn accurate, so we got a caliper now. We can do measurements now. I'm becoming a proper keyboarder after 5 years. This stuff is interesting. It's just my prof said 2-hour long presentation. Oh, it's just long? Is that what it is more so, Ad? I miss Adam. Me too. Adam does only show up when we talk about Pokemon. And maybe if we talk about Pokemon enough today, Adam will tune in. Yeah. So you got this, but you still have the Razor keycap puller. I have plenty of keycap pullers. It's just handy, okay? I have so many keycap pullers. Majority of them from Mode, actually. Tabithy, thank you so much for using a Prime here. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I'm getting my hair cut soon, guys, because it grew so quickly. It is crazy. Also, I finished watching The Penguin today. I only had the one episode left, but I watched it. Oh my god, it was so good. I'm not going to spoil the final episode. If you guys haven't watched The Penguin yet, dude, absolutely insane show. I played some Pokemon Crystal on my pocket. I had to PK Hex Amerip into it. How come? Does it not exist in that one there? Longer hair suits you, dog? I don't know. Like, right now my hair's a little flat looking just because, like, whatever. But I kind of like it when the sides are shaved off. I don't know. I don't like this. I don't like having, like, the beard and this disconnected. I don't know. We're on the last 2 episodes. Or last episode 2. We're waiting till tonight together to finish it. It was so good. Let's just say this. It was so good that I had to go watch Batman. Like, the one with, what's his name there? Robert Pattinson again. I guess that whole universe. And then I forgot how good that movie was too. Because I've been lubing Switches all day long. No, not yet. Arcane's next. Well, okay, I want to let Arcane just like release fully, and then I think I'll dabble. But for now, I'm just going to be patient.
For a man with so many keycap pullers, you use that Razor one a lot. Like every stream I've watched.
You know, it's because, okay, you guys can't see it, but I have a pegboard with a little hook with everything there, and it's usually the first one. Today, though, because I did some reorganizing, it's the Mode one. So you might see the Mode one come off the pegboard today. But thank you for the bits, Gurnal. I appreciate that, man. Gotham TV series? Is that the same universe as the one that we just watched, Spruce? Also, what's up, William? How you doing, man? Is that the same universe? I've opted to do my Switches in batches rather than all at once. I mean, truthfully, like, this is for a client here, but I'm doing the same thing, really. These are in batches right now, so the white bag is stuff I've done. But, yeah, these are all client stuff. And then today was this that I also did, a whole batch of MX2As, and then I did a batch of Gatoron Milky Yellows for another client. So today has just been, like, straight Switch lubing. Not gonna lie, I should have done other things, but I just wanted to loop Switches today. I think that's as much as I could have done today. Torontosaurus, what's up, Victoria? How you doing? Did you learn the mini-keyb? Slowly. This is still fucking me up, and I still haven't found the proper hex file to flash this with, so this
I
is
just
still
joined
backspace,
the stream and heard that you forgot how good a Robert Pattinson show are you seeking over Twilight, my guy? Happy 9-month anniversary, you
Thank you,
mustachioed
Bird.
beast.
Thank you so much for the tier 2. I love you, man. Twilight. I haven't seen Twilight since it came out. Can't say I care too much. I'm doing well. You? I'm pretty good. I'm a little chilly today, but I'd say otherwise life's been fine today. If I'm being honest, I think I was mentioning it somewhat in the sub chat and Discord, but today's been one of those days, and kind of a little insight into like what goes on in my brain, I guess. But like, goes on. It's one of those days where I'm just kind of looking around, and I'm just like, damn, should I be covering some of these other random boards? And then I look at some of these other boards, and I'm like, man, these boards all look boring. And I just decide not to cover anything because I'm just not into those things myself. But yeah, I guess there's a small part of me that was just like, would people be interested in seeing these? Am I doing myself a disservice by looking at some of these? So I just decided ultimately to not cover some of these boards that people have been requesting. I don't know. There's only like one or two that I might be super into, but I just feel like if I cover them, truly, I'm going to feel like I'm selling myself out. And that's really it. Looping switches is what I do when I want to feel productive. Really? I feel at peace looping switches, but it is tedious. Did you ever build the V2 1800 Brutal? I have. The V2 series, the Brutal V2 series is pretty good. I would say it's miles better than the original Brutal stuff, so I'd say so. Cover what you want to cover. Yeah, unfortunately though, and this is kind of like the battle I was having with myself. Again, really unimportant to today's stream, but it's one of those things where it's like, if I do cover what I want to cover, those things don't usually help a whole lot for the growth of a channel and just like me and just like being able to afford things. A lot of the times, those things actually end up costing money to look at. So, who else is just chilling here, being a chill guy with Chill Alex, because he's a chill guy too? Skullhead, you're too chill. We're chilling here. Today's going to be really chill. A, because I have confidence that this board we're going to be doing today is fucking amazing, and I think it looks quite unique. And then B, we're using some really nice switches. Also, speaking of, okay, I don't think they sell these anymore, which is a real big shame. But the Kinetic Labs ones are pretty similar. I used these for today's switches. These TL, they're triple stage 53 gram springs, and oh my god, they're so good. They feel just like the Kinetic Labs one. I wish Wuche just started making springs like this again. But yeah, these are great. Love these. I have 2 packs of these left, and I need to pick and choose what I'm using. Believe it or not, I love the Geon springs. I actually really like the 53.5 triple stage. I think I like them more than the Geon ones. I don't know, they just seem to be out of stock. I'm going to send them a message after I'm done stream, because I was playing around with the switches I lubed for today, which I used I put 53.5, but it's actually 53. I don't know why I put 53.5. I used the 53 ones, and my god, they felt so good. So I bought some triple stages because it seems like you like them, and I wanted to give them a try. They seem like they're going to be good. I know Wuche has some other springs up on their website right now. What's up, Sean? How you doing, man? But yeah, dude, super surprised. I do love their triple stage 63.5, but they're out of
Plot
stock
twist
right now.
Alex shows us Manta Proto and he's just pumping his own collab.
No, nothing like that today, Burn. No Manta news other than things are in motion. Actually, if you guys did want a little bit of like a news thing for that, let me charge my phone. The only thing really that you guys need to be super worried about, if you guys want to follow the Manta project that Bull and I are doing, is I will be making a web page for it probably mid next week, and I'm going to be posting all updates there, and then obviously it'll be on Discord as well. I think Bull will be probably doing the same. So, oh dude, Ken, I don't know how Cherry manages this. They make some fire switches, right? But they make these fire switches. They charge you a lot for them. And then they're just like, bro, what if we gave you the most fucking ass springs ever? They're like, sick deal, right? And then they give you the most ass springs. And then everyone's forced to spend more money on their cherry stuff because you have to switch out those terrible, terrible springs. So yeah, they're pretty bad. I mean, look, they're all sitting in here. These are all cherry springs. I have another cherry graveyard. I should just recycle all this aluminum at this point here, or metal, or whatever material this is. You're supposed to eat the stock cherry springs? Damn, I didn't know that. I swear they just curl up paper clips and... Honestly, they're so bad. They feel terrible. They're a super inconsistent feeling. They feel bad. They ping. They're just not good. You should just give out the springs to the next Toronto meetup. If there's another Toronto meetup. I don't know what's happening with that now. I don't know. Is someone taking over Toronto meetups? Big smoge. Big smoge, dude. But tonight... I gotta... This week I've just been a workaholic all week, but tonight I'm basically going to be doing video editing. So nice.
I just felt a shiver go down my spine. Did you just show a spooky spring graveyard?
It is kind of spooky. There's a lot of different springs here. I'm going to be doing some video editing, and then I have to do more
Alex,
switches.
I just lubed up Gat Milky Yellows with 55 grams 23 millimeters double stage springs. What
like
type
it?
of mountain plate do you recommend using these in? Also love you woo.
Love you too, man. Thank you so much for $10 dono, bro. That means the world. Thank you so much, Skull. My favorite combination with Gateron Milky Yellows, simply because they're already a slightly deeper sounding switch, is I think it's great for aluminum plates. I think with a bunch of different mounting styles, as long as you use alu, I really like it with O-ring. I think number one, O-ring. Number two, a well-implemented gasket system. And then I think the only thing that sticks out like a sore thumb here from that recommendation is plastic plate top mount. That's where I think they're super good. Is Wave taking over? I didn't know that. So Alex, you're saying if I flew out to Toronto to mini meet, you wouldn't come? Which one are you flying out to? Elquan? I'll attend. I didn't know Wave was taking over. How could I do that to Elquan? Oh my god. Dude, you know what though? Okay, hear me out. Elquan, if you attend a meetup soon and I get to see you, don't bring keyboards, bring mice. I'm more interested. Lately, I've been kind of interested in that. Elquan could be the only guy there and been like, didn't get the memo. I thought this was a mouse meetup. I want to see him. I'm using Milky Yellows right now. Alu plate 55 gram Geon Springs Desky films. Dude, absolutely beauty. I can't wait to, this is the Milky Yellows. I have these with the Thick Thock Springs. These feel smooth, dude. I love Milky Yellows. I think they're fantastic. Alex, a question. PP or Alu plate for the Encore? Ken, I'm going to be real. I don't love the plastic plates for any of the lattice mount stuff. I think the only time I like the plastic plates is using the... Thanks, Sloth. I think the plastic plates work better with the stiffer lattice blocks, like those black ones, opposed to the green ones. I'm not the biggest fan of the plastic plates in mode boards. But I think it's personal preference at the end of the day. So... I bought a Madline 60 HE. Do you or anyone in chat have any experience with that board? I haven't heard of it. I have not heard of that one. Yeah, that one there's a little different to me. The HE stuff I'm not too familiar with. I'm not super familiar with. But yeah, that's my recommendation for the GAT Milky Yellows. Dude, learning this board has been a pain in the ass, by the way. This one. Absolute fucking pain, dude. Just gonna put this here so my camera doesn't lose focus every 2 seconds. Dude, the Ori is a good choice for that. Absolutely. I have mine in my Ori. I think it sounds delish in the Ori. Alright, so the board we're doing today is the Adamas. Am I saying that right? Love the 40. Beautiful color. Thank you. I'm still learning this layout. It's been a pain in the butt. So this is by Refined Artistic Engineering. This is short Ray, and this is the Adamas. This is a neat little board that I think we'll appreciate. It's simple in its form, but has a lot of character, I feel. It is going to be extremely expensive. It's $500. We'll see if it kind of stacks up to that. Hopefully it does. My expectations for that price point these days needs to be, everything needs to be a 9+ at that point there when it comes to like build experience, sound profile. I know it's subjective, but I mean for me and anyone purchasing. And then also just it has to have some character and personality, and it has to be unique enough. So we're going to take a look at this board today. They did sponsor the stream today. That's not going to affect anything, as always. There's some extra stuff in here in the box we're not going to take a look at. One of these has been used because this is not mine to keep. This is reviewer stuff. This one. My friend told me to get this board because it has my name in it. I told him I'd only get it if they engraved an extra S. Oh, really? I wonder if they do that for you. Maybe just Sharpie it in, Some extra gaskets. All right, I think this is the only plate. All right, cool. Now, I do think this would be outstanding with a plastic plate, and I did see there's going to be some options for the plastic plate, so hopefully we end up getting one. But I think right now we only have alu. So you've taken a step back from IEMs? Dude, yeah. Unfortunately, IEMs, when I'm streaming, dude, they were giving me massive headaches. And if you guys want to really go back and kind of analyze, some of my older streams where I had the IEMs in, I kind of felt like I was getting really dizzy. And I feel like I was just slurring my words a lot. And it was just bad. Like I felt like seasick streaming. And I think it was just the sound of me talking as well as sound like the music in my ears, and it felt weird. So it was not good. Like I had to take them off. These are better because I can hear through them and they're fine. So it's not like I feel pressure in my ears, which is the better way to go about things. But dude, it was terrible. This is also going to have a pretty unique, well, sort of unique. It's just at its core, what the mounting style is, it's just a cushioned top mount.
Hey Alex.
Thank you,
I have
dude.
been the MIA.
Dude, you know what though? I bet it was life and I bet it was important, so don't even feel bad, man. Is all well for you? Also, Soundtrack, thank you so much for your tier 1 as well. The 2 co-founders of Ray. Yeah, there's some cute things about this board. It's heavy. Thank you, Soundtrack. This is definitely a heavy board. Hopefully my camera doesn't freak out while we're doing this. I'm gonna do my best to preserve this for the next person. Sorry if this is really loud. Hold on while we... One thing at a time here. Tough Decision, Derivative or Kohaku? Sorry, is it really loud? I would go with... I'm gonna put this... I'm not even gonna attempt to put that back. I would go with the Derivative myself. I think the Derivative's a little nicer. IMO. Ooh, this is a nice color. So here's the bottom of the board. So this is very jewelry inspired. If you go on the website and read it, it definitely, pushes to be jewelry inspired. This is cool. I think this whole piece is really neat. It sits flush with the case, but it has this kind of illusion where it kind of pops out. It's really nice, and I can see why this is jewelry inspired. You get all this different facets, which they're not even sharp either. They almost have like a bit of a curve to them, so it doesn't feel bad to touch even. Real nice copper, which we love. Very simplistic bottom piece over here, just with the word Adamas, which I'm not mad at all. You do have some level of some curves over here, and then that'll translate to the side, but nice color to go with the copper for sure. Here's the side profile. I think this in transit got a little dusty. It's okay. Side profile is real fun on this one here. Really fun. The side profile has this really beautiful arch. And originally, before I even saw the bottom of this board, when I got reached out to take a look, I thought, wow, that's pretty. Like this is a very simple but well done curve. I even like the way they implemented the seam in the curve too, where it kind of follows along. I mean, they could have just easily, done it up top or something a bit more lazy, but this is really fun. I really like that. The back is no frills other than you got this little diamond badge, because again, this is very jewelry or diamond, inspired. I prefer the badge there instead of the name of the board in 3 different spots. Thank you. So nice. Side profile from the other side in case you guys want to see. And then the top with another piece of copper on the internal, very thin side bezels. It's classy looking. This is going to be hidden screw. To each their own. I'm starting to understand some reasons why people would go with hidden screw. Still a little annoying at the
I
end
have
of the day.
297 bits and I don't think I can do half and half on this. Thanks a lot, Alex. You'll have to answer what would you like to eat and you can't say no. G-nut butter and belly, duthog, bees churger, or grilled geese.
Grilled cheese. 110%, dude. Also, Pillow, thank you so much for the prime. My brother built me a keyboard for my birthday because I was getting my first PC. I told him to leave off the WASD and the enter button so I could do those myself. Did you end up doing it? Was it fun? Thank you again, Pillow, and also Zany, thank you for the bits, bro. You mean grilled? Oh god, I can't even see it. Dude, I made a sick grilled cheese sandwich the other day because I didn't know what to make for dinner. Or for lunch, rather. But nice. I think the overall aesthetic of this board, they did nice. This is one of the best 65% top mounts out there. Trust me, you will fall in love when you start typing on it. All right, that's okay. We're gonna take your word on that. Abe, thank you so much for the prime. Really appreciate that. And now I believe this. Let me actually triple check, which we're gonna measure it anyways, just to triple check it. But I believe the front height was 19.5, which does sit a little taller, but it's still under my whole 20 millimeter rule, which is good. But let's just triple check to see what this is. I love grilled cheese so much. Grilled cheese is real good. Ooh. Yeah, about 19.7. Yeah, so the 19.5 rings true. Okay, so that's cool. 19-ish, under 20, which is good to see. That's not including feet though, so keep that in mind. Still fine. I think the Ori is actually quite tall as well. I just got calipers, yeah. I had a few people on my YouTube channel, very kindly, not in a negative or mean way, so thank you. I love people who give criticism but don't have to be a jackass about it. Suggest that instead of just using the tape measure over and over again, I just buy $10 pair of calipers, which I did. All right, cool. I really like this. And then we have the PCB. So I believe this is just a Z PCB that's been modified, which is totally fine. Oh, let's use this one. We like that. Been following you on YouTube forever, and it's my first time catching you on stream. Really love your video quality and insight. Thanks, man. Chunky, that means a lot. Thank you, dude. I've been going through it this week with I've been kind of doubting myself, and so that means a lot. Hearing that from you, I appreciate that, man. Let's take this out very carefully. No daughter board on this, which is a bit surprising. I would have thought for this particular project that a daughter board would have been a nice inclusion, although not necessary for a top mount. It's top mount. It's going to be stiffer, but I would have liked to see one just to have that on the internals there. It's going to be about $500 US. This is pricey, so we're going to be extremely critical with everything that we possibly can. But right now we're just kind of taking a look at some of the just the externals of the case over here. It all seems very great quality. I mean, for $500, I hope so. So this PCB is, I mean, we've used the Z. The Z's good. We like the Z PCB. It's a Z65. Can't really go wrong with the McLovin PCB. They've been good. I like the color of the PCB too. Hold on one sec, guys. I do like it. 700 CAD's that? Where's the numpad? Oh my gosh. In terms of compatibility, we have literally everything on the PCB, so this is great. Lots and lots on the PCB here. Instead of Z, can you say Z? No, it's actually called Z. And then we have our plate, which offers a lot of compatible config as well. Cool. Got a little bit of some relief cuts here where the top mount would go. Not that this is going to make it flexy, but it should help with some of the impact of sound. Mounting points are far away from the space bars. Fantastic. Nice. Okay, so far so good. We'll kind of reflect back, if you guys don't mind for now, let's reflect back on some of the price point versus is this worth it towards the end of the stream. That way there we're not kind of just making ourselves all, curious until then. But for now, let's get some stabs ready. I'm going to use some Type Plus stabs today. Relief mount is to reduce ping. Yeah, it's going to be relief to reduce some of the unwanted ping and vibrations. So it should help with that a little bit. Oh, the feet? We'll do the feet now. You want to do the feet now? Let's do feet now. Vibration as well? Yeah. We shall do the feet now. Sassy? There's a problem with that PCB. It's not Gondos. We do love Gondo. Gondo's amazing. But I also like McLovin stuff too. Chat likes feet. Hey, yo. Oh, I installed Stalker, by the way. Has anyone started playing today? Is it good? Don't tell me spoilers. I think I'm going into the whole game with nostalgia goggles, though. So I have high expectations. But for some reason, I'm having so much fun. Thank God. Okay, good. That's good to hear. Can you send pics of the feet later? Huh? Also, look, guys. Can you guys see on the bridge of my nose? My CPAP mask. Dude, it's been killing me lately. It has been killing me, bro. The way you said that game, I did not think you were talking about sorry, I was talking about the game. Nothing else. Some bugs? I mean, bugs are bugs. Can't really. I'm not gonna be upset about bugs in a game. To be expected. Better start the download now so you can play it by the end of the year. Why is the download really slow? I started it this morning. I'm hoping it's done. I've left my computer on all day to download the damn thing. The jankiness is part of the charm. I hope so. Oh, let's actually do one thing at a time here. Hopefully not any stealth missions. Oh, dude. Outlaws already did that for me, and that's what made me stop playing that Star Wars game. That really made me halt playing that game. I have never had that bad of an experience with a game before, by the way. Like when I did Star Wars Outlaws and I played it, legitimately, guys, like I'm not saying this just to be like, sensational, but like I experienced so many bugs in that game and graphic glitches, and it just ruined the damn experience for me. It was terrible. You gonna say anything? Get anything for Black Friday? The answer to that, I'd like a few things, but I can't. We just had to spend. My girlfriend's phone died, and we just had to spend money on a brand new phone, and that basically ate up the entire rest of our fun budget for the rest of the year. So that's it. So no Black Friday sales for me. Maybe I'm gonna get keyboard parts just to help with stream, but I feel like that's more of like a work thing at this point here. But for funsies, like for my personal, nah, nothing. Nothing that I can think of. Yeah, phones are fucking expensive, man. Hello from Ukraine. Will you be getting the Vita? Yes, I'm going to be actually building it tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. 1 p.m. Yeah. It was unfortunate I can show you guys what happened to the phone. Do you guys want to see? It's crazy. We're trading it in. We're hoping to get like at least $50 for it or something. I don't know. Phones are like the price of a laptop. Dude, they're insane. I think the laptops are technically cheaper. Let's see it. So it has three issues technically. The battery is terrible now. The phone keeps resetting every 2 fucking seconds. And just like basically glitches out. But to show you guys, do you guys see the side where the screen is basically lifting off the side? See, that's how it's supposed to look. But I guess the battery is starting to balloon. You guys see that? Yeah. That's an iPhone 12, so it's not even that old. It's really not that old. I think the battery... I don't know what causes the batteries to do that, but yeah, the battery is basically expanding and pushing upwards on everything. We're just going to give it back. We're hoping 4 years... Dude, that's crazy. It's swelling, yeah. I don't think 4 years is a lot for a phone. It might be, but at this point here, like, I also don't know if anything else has been damaged. It just feels like something else is wrong with that particular phone, so we're just getting rid of it at that point there. I don't feel like spending time and money trying to fix something I don't know the answer to. No, at least I don't think so. My theory is two things. My theory is she had the screen on all the time. Like, she left the screen on. Like, she turned off the whole sleep function because she likes having the screen on. So I think it just stressed out the phone a lot, so it would need to be recharged a lot. And then I think the other thing, which is my theory at this point here, is... Well, that's my leading theory, is the whole, like, it was being used a shit ton. And then my other theory, too, is it just got a lot of use, you know? I had the same issue with my iPhone 12 Pro. I wonder if it might have just been in, like, an iPhone 12 issue. Wait, what? Turned off the sleep function? Yeah, instead of, like, you know when the screen turns off after 30 seconds? That was just turned off. Like, it was... If you turn the phone on, it would not turn the screen off. There's no sleep function. So she turned that off. Personal preference, I guess, but that was very bad long term to have the screen on all the time like that. It must have gotten so hot so often. Yeah, that's what I think the issue actually was. Well, yeah, hence why we're trading it in. We're putting it back, we're giving them Apple back the phone, and I expect to get like a whole $50 for it. So I gave her my old phone because I ended up just eating it and buying the phone. So I just gave her my 14, and I just got myself a base model iPhone 16. Sentient, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate it. Thank you. That means a lot, man. Make sure you get the next one water cooled. I've tried everything to get the phone to be better, but the battery health was at like 55%. So it wasn't very good. Thank you though, Sentient. I really appreciate the sub. Thank you for the support. Speaking of subscriptions and stuff, so I want to run something by you guys, and I need your guys' advice. I really, really don't know what to do. So this is like, let's talk serious for a moment. I really want to run the December giveaways. Like, I really do. And the idea was that as we gave away stuff in December, I was just going to go drop it off like daily and get people stuff before Christmas as Christmas gifts. At the moment, it's no longer feasible to do that with anymore because of the Canada Post strike and me using different shipping. I've already checked today. It's like triple the price, and it's just not worth it. I don't want to make people pay for shipping, My whole thing was we do like little sub goals and I'd cover all the shipping. At this point here, I want to know if it's cool for you guys, if it's something you guys are still interested in. What if we still did all the giveaways? I pack them all and just wait until the strike is over. But you wouldn't get things during Christmas, unfortunately. I'm a little bummed because I did want to do like little Christmas cards and stuff like that too, and it's unfortunately just going to be like a group by giveaway, kinda. We don't know. The strike could last until the new year. Could it end tomorrow? We don't know. It's unsettled. It's the Canada Post strike. Yeah, so maybe we do that then. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I was a bit bummed this week because of that too. So, 1 year they did. I believe 1 year they actually last time in 2020. I think it was 2018. They strike past Christmas. You're fucking awesome, man. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Okay, maybe we'll just do that then. Exit scam, but with giveaways. Oh my god, and subs. That'd be the weakest one I've ever done in my life. I can still get you guys the tracking codes. I just can't ship anything. Their wages are not very good. Like Lane, I'm not even like upset at why they're striking. And I think the timing is obviously strategic of why they're striking, but it's sucky for small businesses. So nice.
Damn, when you said subs and serious, I thought you were finally unveiling the 24-hour Alex Cam subscription service. Sag, I say you still what you plan to do. We wait and it's like a second Christmas for winners.
True.
Wow,
actually, a second
wow.
Christmas seems very good.
It's the thought that counts. Don't stress yourself about it, beautiful mustache man.
Thank you,
I don't think
Gern.
anyone is going to complain about a free keep that is delayed.
You'd be surprised. Someone, there's been a few times over the last few years of giveaways, we've had people complain. Which is actually, you know how I always tell you guys, if you guys want the better shipping, let me know and we can arrange that. You just have to cover the difference. It's because it's happened where a few people have complained. Striking's always good for workers, but never hate on the strike. I'm not even mad that they're striking. Like, they need to because their wages are pooey. I'm just saying, from a small business standpoint, it is sucky. You know, there's going to be a lot of people affected by this. I've had, like I even said, there's like friends who run small businesses, not even keyboard adjacent or keyboard stuff, just like small businesses who basically are like shutting down for the winter. They can't do anything. Can you deliver it via carrier pigeon? Okay, they pick up.
Still very generous of you, Alex. No one should have an issue with waiting.
Okay, we'll do that then. And my thought process is we can start next week then. I'm thinking either Tuesday or Monday. But we'll start next week. We'll start a week early. That way there we can do more giveaways. So that's when we'll start our Christmas, leading up to Christmas giveaway. I'll make a little post on Discord over the weekend. My ticket is ready. Delivery via Dove. Like the soap? I want a carrier bald eagle because that's American freedom. What the fuck is a kilometer? Oh my gosh. How did we get here, guys? I just won the Unikeys giveaway. You think I have negative karma now? You know, if Adam has won giveaways this many times, I think you have a chance. I really think you have a shot, man. I don't think it's going to be tough. Adam is not allowed to join. I'm not going to bar him from joining. But he's a 1-win max, okay? He's 1-win maximum for him.
The only one who even has a chance to complain is Adam. We know he's going to be a Christmas Grinch and win all the keeps.
True, to be honest. So true. I want a Coca-Cola themed Neo 80XD. Coca-Cola themed. Also, I have a question for you guys. Really random. Have you guys ever had problems with Mil-Max sockets and certain switches being loose on them? Because I have a friend messaging me about basically JWK switches being loose on Mil-Max sockets. Yes, wait, which switches in particular? Was it JWK? Was it HMX? I can't say I've really had an issue with them personally. Classic JWK. I'm usually just a viewer, really don't chime in, but I'm a sleep technologist. I don't think you need it. I do think you need a new mask. It should not be digging in like that. Pin, do you have recommendations? I need a full face mask because I have a problem with breathing through one of my nostrils at night, so I don't get enough oxygen. But if you have recommendations, dude, I'm open to hear it. Is it JWK? Oh, okay. So, hold on. Is everyone's experience with loose hot swap things just JWK? Okay, let me maybe message him about that. What switches is he using? Let's see. Epsilons. Epsilons are JWK, right? No. They're not Mil-Max knockoffs. It's the same ones I use. Otemu, Akko, and JWK all have thinner pins. Like the metal pins? Oh, maybe it's also the plastic pins not able to sit on the PCB nicely too, right? Interesting information. Epsilons are JWK. That makes sense then. The Wuche pins are bad? Like, not the newer Wuche stuff, right? Any under nose full mask Dreamwear full face is popular too. The Dreamwear one I should get. I've seen that one there. I know exactly what you're talking about, Pin. Okay, I'll give that a shot then. I think it's due for a mask change anyways, because mine's getting kind of old. It's what, almost a year and a half I've been wearing this one here. And it's a silicone one, but it is a little annoying to wear. But it's been the best fitting one so far. I had some issues with mode switches too. Really? I haven't had any issues with the mode stuff. And I've Mil-Maxed and used mode. So, okay, is it really just like the big issue with Mil-Max then? Because I don't really use a lot of JWK. In fact, I don't think I use any JWK these days.
Can you say happy birthday to my cousin Bendover? You're his favorite streamer. Thank you. Happy birthday to you verse 1. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday dear Bendover. Happy birthday to you.
Ben Dover, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Ben. Blueberry chiffon switches have those weird wavy legs. Oh, interesting. But Pure Later is offering significant discounts up to 50%. Dude, let me tell you. I saw that, Zen. I mean, some people need to get their products. It's not, I wouldn't consider it non-ethical. Unfortunately, things still need to move in the world. However, Pure Later, I've only had a handful of experiences with Pure Later, and it's all been fucking ass. I've never had I don't actually, come to think about it, I've never had a good experience with Pure Later. I think every time we've used Pure Later or had something come via Pure Later, it has been problems or missing products or just non-deliveries. So I think that's kind of where I'm at with them. Probably the tolerance on the Mil-Max themselves. I don't know if it's the... Here's the thing, right? Because So to speak on the Milmax a little bit, and this is kind of why I'm wondering if it's the plastic legs, not so much the thinner metal pins. This is a terrible little pointer. I think really what's causing the looseness is the PCB. Not just talking about Milmax sockets, but like if this is too thin here, and it also has like the double whammy of also having thin pins, it's not going to even just support itself here. It's just gonna go up and down even on this. So it's probably just a switch issue at the end of the day, because I've used plenty of Milmax sockets and I've built plenty of Milmax boards, and dude, some of them just get like jammed in there and that's it. They're good. They never move around. But yeah, it's probably something to do with just super thin plastic legs to start anyways. Might be right, the PCB also plays a part. Yeah, let me actually just, damn it, drop my cable. Let me just switch things I don't want to learn today. First, I'm gonna change out. Why hasn't CK done one of those clippy pin switches? Clippy pin switches. Hold on, I hate doing this. I got it back. Oh, you mean those like ones that lock into it? That Encore slaps? Thanks! What stabs are you using? I don't recognize the box. These are one of my new favorites. Still doesn't dethrone Cherry, but I've been really liking these. These, I can get to sound good, like, usually first go, and if it requires a bit of tuning, it is like the most minimal tuning I have ever seen. So these are great. This is aluminum, and I'm using Gateron Milky Yellows. Oh, man. One sec, guys. I just want to see if there's another problem with these Milmax sockets. Milky Yellows are so good. Looming some right now. Dude, they're amazing. They're legitimately some of the best things. Please tell me. Spacebar doesn't fully decompress because of it. Just got to try my Tight Plus stabs for the first time a few days ago. Love them. They're great. They're honestly so good. Do you spring swap Milky Yellows? Yes. Milky Yellows, unfortunately, I mean, no, actually, I have done Milky Yellows with stock springs. However, depending on the batch that you buy, like if you buy the latest Milky Yellows, they actually have decent springs. And I've used them and they feel good. But if you buy, like, I don't know, depending on what batch you end up getting, they could have some of the older springs, which are, I find, oh my God, I cannot grab this, less consistent. So you would have to really be sure. Let me grab my screwdriver kit. Why are you typing with your indicators? You have to use 20 fingers to type as fast as possible. I'm trying to learn, okay? Hello, Respawn. How are you doing? Factory lube on the newest batch of Milky Hills is actually quite good. Yeah, I actually found that as well. I do think it still needs a bit of touching up, but it was actually not bad. Do you type with your toes too? I mean, it's a skill I wouldn't mind learning, you know? A skill I wouldn't mind learning at all. Finally got off work, so I can turn up the volume and listen to this gorgeous man build keyboards. Dude, Blue, was work good? Did you have a good day? Oh my god. Nux, how you doing, man? First time seeing you here. Hello, hello. Ad. How can you be a keyboard streamer and not know how to type shake my head? Oh my god. Shake my head, my head. Oh my god, he double shook. That's crazy, dude. That is crazy. People still tell me that to this day. It's actually crazy. Big fan, love your stream. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Damn, scooped. Hey, nut. Damn. Thank you so much, bro. Dude, how you been, man? How have you been? I'm sorry? Oh my gosh. I blame Steve Jobs? Damn. Passing the buck? That's right, who needs typing speed anyways? Dude, people who type at 200 words per minute, bro, I don't even think at 50 words per minute, okay? I can barely do that. So how are you typing that fast? What are you transcribing? Definitely not the thoughts in my head. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Alex, send a sexy kiss? I'm working on Seabass now. We'll send it to you soon. Ooh, would love to take a look, my friend. Yeah, shoot me an email when you're ready for it, my friend. Would absolutely like to see that. Nobody should be typing at 200 words per minute. Who needs to type that fast? The ads taking shots. That should only be achieved by desperate students who left their assignments to the last minute. Ad, do you type at 200 words per minute? I got the orange only for you? Let's go, dude. Let's go. I do my assignments on time. Okay. I was never like that in school. All my assignments were left to last minute. I just think better. Or else I tend to... You know what happens? If I know I have lots of time, I spend way too much time on dumb shit, like formatting things. Why do you think I broke 3 PCBs? Hold on, Ad. Let's take a pause. You didn't break anything. We fixed them. They're not even broken anymore. You just temporarily disabled them. That's it. Let's not jump to conclusions there. You didn't break them. They're fixed now. When I'm putting off all my assignments by watching your streams? God damn. God damn. Alrighty, so next up, let's move this out of the way for the time being. Let's start popping in our switches. I chose some cherry switches. I thought that would sound good with our top mount today. We're going to be soldering all this in place. We got a great grade on that midterm, not even bugging. We love that for you, my friend. We love that. Absolutely. Absolutely love it. First Alex, now Adam? What happened? 3 PCBs for a good grade is a great trade. And I fixed them for you, so we're good. So it was the ultimate in trading. Absolutely stellar trade. Best Switch recommendation for a moment with PP plate. I also want to say MX2As. Like, I am on that train right now of either... I think Nixies might be a bit too muted for that. I think with Nixies I prefer aluminum. But MX2As sound really good as a choice, as an option right now. So I'm going to stick with that. Gatoron brown switches? Were these MX2As factory loot, or did you get them raw and uncut? Huh? Oh, do you mean like the gem? No, these are... I did... What did I do on these? I wrote it down today. I think I wrote that wrong, though. It's actually just 53, not 53 and a half. 205 Desky films and 53 gram springs. I was going to do GS2 today, but I know that GS2 makes it sound a smidge deeper. And I didn't want to go too crazy on these. I'm interested in Stalker 2. I already downloaded. I think it's done downloading. I think. Or else I probably wouldn't be able to stream tonight, so. Do you prefer Deskies over TX for black switches? Okay. I have a question for you guys. Legitimate question. Very keyboard related. Do you guys find a difference in the sound of films? Like, do you guys find like TX films sound different than Desky films? Like, the only reason I like Desky films is because I feel like they seal better. Like, I don't truly notice a difference. I've tried, not really. I just feel like they're also just easier to install. That's why I usually stick with them. Do you guys notice anything? Also, Yuri, what's up, man? If you guys don't know who Yuri is, amazing streamer. Amazing content creator. What's up, dude? Been building since 2015, no? Depends on the thickness. Yeah, welcome in, guys. Hello, hello. I notice a slight difference when I type by pressing my ear down to the keys, but at normal distance and volume, I don't notice. Also appreciate you, as you already know, Yuri, you're the best. Love you, buddy. That bottom and weight piece is so sick. It's super cool, right? It's almost like I will admit, this is a bit of an optical illusion, because looking at this, even from here, from my angle, and even at the screen, I'm like, oh, this goes outwards, but it's actually flush with the case. Well, pretty much. It's almost flush with the case, but it almost looks like it just, yeah, it's crazy. So it's a bit of an optical illusion too. It's kind of cool. Done studying for the night? You deserve a break, Elk One. I saw a teal/bluish unit on Instagram and I was mesmerized. Oh, of this board? I actually really like this color. I was curious about this color too, so I'm glad they sent over this to take a look at today, but very nice. Almost flush. It sticks out very slightly. Yeah, it's like super, super slight. Barely. Kind of see that when I tilt it over. But very interesting optical illusion there. Because I swear to God, this looks like it's like half a bowl, you know? I really like your mustache. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. It's kind of blending in with the rest of the beard right now. This is a really classy color. Yeah. Yuri is the only Spanish content creator? Yuri is... I mean, there was a few different Spanish content creators, I feel like, at one point, but Yuri has stuck around the longest. And I think he might be one of the only people left in the Spanish community still streaming. I'm pretty positive. There used to be a few. I feel like there was more than one at one point. Man, even in Europe? Honestly, yeah, even to go that far. Maybe even at Europe at this point here too. But to be fair though, a lot of keyboard content creators just kind of stopped for a lot of reasons. Someone was selling 108 Nixies for $20? Damn! That's a good price. I've seen Clavier, for example, pumping out a lot of content as of late. I think Clavier's back into his keyboard groove again, because it is rather easy to burn out on keyboards. If you indulge in keyboards way too much, you're gonna burn out. But I feel like that's any hobby at this point here. No, I don't have that set. Wish I did. I know a few good peeps from France, but that's about it, I think. Yeah, I would love to see, because I think you're really consistent. Marcia is getting more consistent again. Diego has been consistent. Who else has been truly consistent at streaming? Patty, XXW. I'd say Kimlin Win as well. But I mean, you're on, Yuri. You're there, man. You're there, bro. Glarsis isn't super... Is he doing stuff right now for keyboards? I thought he was also just taking a break or something, too. I was like that when I did photography so much, and I haven't done it in like 2 years. Dude, it's so easy to burn out on things you love. You really have to just like take your time. With anything you love in life, you gotta be patient. I wish have a bigger Spanish community. Well, how is part accessibility in places like Spain? Is it good? Like, can you easily get parts, for example, there? Because I know there's other areas of the world. For example, India is very tough to get parts. Like, it's very tough. And I've had a few people from, like, the Indian keyboard community tell me that they just cannot get parts at all. It is, like, crazy hard. Clacky Fest? I heard about that. I was very well aware of it. I just couldn't make it out. Great food and cheap booze. Sounds like a vibe. All right. Very stealthy looking right now. Boom. And now we can start soldering this bad boy. So one thing I will say about Cherry stuff is it's so well done that you don't really have to worry about it popping out of the sockets here. I like the MX2As. I like it more than the Hyperglides. I still think the Hyperglides, in my opinion, like unless you do them a very particular way, I think they're kind of ass. The new Win Studio board looks cool. I mean, I haven't tried it at all, but I'm assuming it's good. I saw a few others take a little peek at it, and they all seem to really like it. So, not that I want to take anyone's word for it, but I mean, it seems like the general consensus is it's good, and based off the history of Win Studios, I would say I've had really good experiences with them. So, yeah, I'm about it. I am indeed about it. All right, time to solder. Cherry springs are bad. They are super bad. Super, super, super bad. Hyperglides, I feel like same-ish. However, little caveat to this: Hyperglides. I mean, just with the new Cherry MX2A stuff, though, their stock lube is fucking ass. So I got a batch of the MX2A Browns from a client 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I had to. It was like that was the worst batch of switches, like Cherry lube, whatever. Stock lube, that was the worst. It was just too much. Some of them were just over lubed, and I just had to end up wiping a lot off. And they only lube in one spot too. They only lube underneath the spring. That's it. So you believe us on Cherry lube, but not GMK keycaps going everywhere? I've had the Cherry lube stuff happen to me. Gion sells unlubed MX2As for like 19 cents. Damn, that's crazy. That's such a good price. I feel alone here in Latin America. No one likes Keeves? What do you mean? There's plenty. plenty of good people. I don't know why, I was just like triple checking to make sure there wasn't like a random blocker that I'm not remembering. Who did that? Oh my god, Stubbs. Hey, I rated you, was it yesterday? And I had to dip right away. I meant to say hi, but I was so tired after stream. I was like closing my eyes as I was hitting the raid button. How you doing, man? All good? Oh, dude, so sorry, man. I meant to say hi and chill for a bit, but oh my god. Literally passing out, bro. I hope your stream went well yesterday, though, man. You have fancy customs in Chile? Yeah, that's true, too. Are they doing well? That'll happen? Dude, for real. Was great. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. Over here in Mexico, there's a movement regarding keys. It's like good movements. I hope so. Ooh, very nice PCB. Well, I already know I like the McLovin stuff, so I already know this is a good PCB. Did I try to color coordinate my shirt to the board? I don't know why I didn't read that, but the answer is no. It was purely by accident. Purely an accident. I stream Keeps from time to time. I'm from Colombia if you want to follow. Hey, look, Merlots does. We need to get some fresh faces or people returning back to streaming. I miss that giant streaming community we once had. I truly do. Let me move this closer. I love the blue masking on the PCB as well. Looks neat. No, it's a very nice PCB. Actually, you know what, William? Question about the hot swap unit, because I believe you did say that depending on what people want, it's interchangeable whether they want hot swap or solder. Is the hot swap compatibility just as good as the compatibility on the solder? Because I haven't had a chance to look at what the hot swap one is, so I don't think I saw any photos of it. How is the compatibility on the hot swap unit? My friend just sent me his Moment, Baldur 60, and Tomo to build for him. So happy to have some projects to work on. Lego, are you going to stream them? I would love to see that. The Moment is fire, but for some reason I struggle with the bottom weight. Was it difficult? I can't remember now. It's been a little while. Skill issue, I guess. Damn, you just skill issued yourself. That's crazy. No, it's not. The hot swap only has split backspace and step caps. So does it have a fixed spacebar? So my recommendation, William, I don't know if it's possible at this point in your keyboard, I guess, sourcing for parts and stuff. I would definitely get a hot swap option with, at the very least, different spacebars. You know, I know normally people prefer the 7U, so maybe that makes more sense in this case. And this might even be a project that people don't buy hot swap for. But I would say more options on hot swap is never a bad thing. It's always very, very good to have more compatibility. And even from a sales perspective, William, believe it or not, even with higher end PCBs, people still buy hot swap units. And I would 100% recommend getting more compatibility on the PCB. I think that's very, not mandatory per se, but it's definitely looked at in a very good way to have a solid range of what you can do on your hot swap option. That might be literally my only criticism so far for this entire project. The keyboard's gonna be fine. Which one? Keeb of Nate. Which one's that one there, Yuri? Gotcha, we'll look into that. Hell yeah, man. As long as I have 7U, I'm happy. Yeah, like I said, 7U is definitely what more people look into, but you'd be surprised. Some people will just not buy a hot swap PCB that doesn't have any options. It's a Cycle 8 limited edition drop for one of the biggest Spanish-speaking tech YouTubers. Damn! That is an interesting limited drop to choose. I wonder how that came to be. I will never own a hot swap. You know, there are definitely some negatives and positives for going hot swap. I'm also in the boat these days where, I mean, I think at one point I was fine if I had a hot swap PCB. And not for nothing, I have one of the Encores with the hot swap PCB and I think it sounds fire. But I definitely like the process of soldering something in a lot more than I prefer hot swap. So I'm team solder still. Will we get a QK80 Mark II stream at some point? You know, normally I never say this, by the way. I never, ever say this because usually I just leave it to the vendors. But if I've been asked about the QK80s and just like a lot of like QWERTY key stuff, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be doing a QK80. If you guys really want to see that, though, I've already reached out for like other boards in the Owl Labs QWERTY keys thing. Bye, Yuri. Take care, man. I think, unfortunately, the community, you guys, will have to kind of pester them about it. I hate saying that. Absolutely hate it. But I don't think, if it's just me asking, I don't think they're going to be sending me anything to take a look for that. I seem to be limited to just covering the Neo series boards. You've burned that flex cut bridge? Oh my god. Yeah, maybe. Have I ever used tape to hold in the Milmax before? Yeah, all the time. I use masking tape. And it works just fine. I wouldn't mind soldering either if I had a Hako desoldering gun, but if I have to use my handy dandy syringe, I would rather go for a hot swap. Makes sense. I get that completely. Like, you don't want to task yourself with the if I make a mistake kind of thing, or if you decide to switch it out. I get that completely. QK doesn't like Alex. We don't like QK. No, it's fine. I've put that in the past, you know. I try to move forward with things in my life. I try my best to not linger on to things that have happened in the past. Unless you've really burned a bridge with me. And there's only, I can count on maybe one hand, people have truly burned a bridge with me. Hand pump is fine, just use good solder. I don't disagree, but in some places, Lamp, it's actually very difficult to find. Like, I think in Europe, isn't it very difficult to find leaded solder? And dude, desoldering anything with unleaded is a pain in the fucking ass, dude. Even with the desoldering gun, unleaded's the worst. is so bad, dude. Unleaded is painful. You know how many times people have sent me boards where I don't know they're unleaded? I get them, I desolder them, and I've used like 4 filters. I'm clogging the shit out of my fucking gun every 2 seconds. It is bad, man. Those things are the biggest pain to desolder. I do not enjoy it. It is not a good vibe. None at all. Alrighty. So, let's unscrew this guy. Plus the fumes don't smell as good. Who said that? KJ? Oh my god, dude. Please. You know what though? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. As bad as that sounds. Am I using the right bit for this? So? Oh no, these are Torx. Very nice. We like Torx. This is a Torx bit. Brain nourishment? Oh god, you guys. I broke a Ducky keyboard because of that. Wait, what happened? I've been hearing a lot of people mention Ducky again recently. I wonder if they're making a comeback of some sort. Alright, we got the copper internal, which is, I believe, a separate piece from the external piece. Oh, this was such a cute little nod, by the way. I believe, let me pull this up just to see who's who. I believe William told me there's a cute little Easter egg in this keyboard. Right here. So, 2 flowers underneath the blocker were meant to symbolize the 2 countries that my partner and I were from. Hibiscus being Malaysian national flower and the lotus being the flower of Vietnam. Well, blocker? Did I say blocker? I mean, technically it's kind of like a little blocker. Cute. Very, very cute little detail. I appreciate that. But the internals look pretty straightforward here. No frills. This is how that little diamond piece is kind of put inside here. Again, another little piece of copper. I appreciate all the pieces of copper here, considering the price point. I do want to just take out this weight just to see what it looks like underneath. Every time I tell my friends I build keyboards, they send me the video of the duck keycaps. Yeah, whenever I tell random people or people I haven't spoken to in a long time I build keyboards, a lot of them will just instantly go to like viral things. And I'm like, well, those are really cool and all, but those usually come pre-built. And I build like things like this. And believe it or not, sometimes people look at the stuff that I build and they're like, oh, this shit's real boring. So I'm just like, all right. Might want to have some gloves on. I don't want to tarnish that beautiful copper. I'm pretty positive this is clear coated, or else pretty sure this would have already had some oxidization happen. But I'm like 95% sure this is clear coated. If it doesn't, then we get some beautiful patina. Beautiful, beautiful patina. That's the 5% in the abyss. So how does this all fit together? Let's see. This is interesting. So this is one piece. So, sorry, this screws into that. Little chunk of copper here. This is cool. And then this is actually a really thick piece. Okay. I appreciate that. That is a weighty piece there. So let's put this back. I believe this goes... Actually, which way does this go? This way, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Cool. All right, so that's the inside of this. So it's not just a small little chunk of copper. I also really appreciate the fact that this is like a pass-through weight. I know we don't... Well, I do actually talk about this a lot more recently. I'm a bigger fan of pass-through weights. I'm not a huge fan of, like... For example, if this board here was just a weight on the back and it was like a big solid, big chunky weight, but all aluminum on the inside. I'm usually not a big fan of that. Usually think it feels a bit cheap. The pass-through weight sounds better to me. Yeah, it usually sounds better to me as well. The acoustics typically feel a bit more substantial, so I'm bigger into that. So far everything seems good for this board, with the exception of maybe the hot swap PCB. Like I said, for this price point, I am trying to be as critical as possible. Nice little touch here with the logo of the design studio. Also, it says designed by Ray over there. It took a few iterations with the prototypes to get the acoustics right with the pass-through weights. I like to hear that. I like to hear that there's more than one iteration. That is really cool too. I really like this color combo. The copper mixed with the brown anno looks good. Real good. Where's the RGB? Is the famous Teja Fiel buildable to make it sound the same as in the video? Do they still sell that particular board? I'm not too sure if they do or do not. And then Ray, to double check with you, the gaskets go on the bottom or the top? I'm pretty sure the bottom, right? Brown is one of the colors I always love to see more in. You don't really see a crap ton of well done keyboards that come in brown anno. Oh, you know what? I think there's actually a... Oh, no, I had it right. Fiel still made $250 each? Yeah, you should be able to recreate Teja's Mr. Teehee types himself. There's been definitely a few good brown keyboards, but I feel like it's only of recent times. You know what I'm glad people are moving away from? I'm glad people are moving away from like selling keyboards in the three basic colors, being black, e-white, and navy. God, I was getting so bored of that. I, like, legitimately, that was like at one point, I think in the middle of the keyboard hype, that was every keyboard. Every keyboard had those three particular color schemes. And we finally moved away from that. I would wish it would be black, silver, and e-white, but it was black, white, and navy. I'm not even kidding you. Sometimes I didn't see silver. It would just be those three. The color is safe and easier to sell. I would love to see stats now. You know what I mean, Elvin? I would love to see what is the most popular color now. That would be interesting to see. Scoop, do you want to run a poll of some different color combos? Or just colors for keyboards? And see what we all think? Rose gold was a bit of a fad too, huh? My boards are all black, white, clear PC, and one purple. I need more color. Hey, it's easy to fall into that monochromatic theming though, because it's safe. It works with everything. E-white is the one I don't get being popular. It's weird, right? Because like this board looks good, but if this was all white, this would be boring as fuck. It needs the accent of wood here. But I agree, white is one of the colors where I felt like, yeah, this is super clean. It's too sterile. It's like the most sterile of all the colors of keyboards, and it's just boring. Alright, this is done. Retro white looks good. I agree. Retro white is sick. All right, so now let's find where the screws for the top mount is. Did I see the screws for the top mount actually? I think they're in here somewhere. Here they are. Got them. Heracles 80. The cream white Heracles is real pretty, dude. It's super nice. There's a gasket missing on the bottom. Hey, you know what? I saw it, okay? I saw that, Elvin. How did I miss that? Seriously, how did I miss that? Want to know a really weird skill that I have now that I feel like I'm very confident in versus when I started keyboards? Placing gaskets and stickers. I used to suck at doing that. I don't know why. Now I'm like actually pretty decent at doing it. Putting this question in keyboard help on Discord. Just finished a solder build and used cherry clip and stabs, but the two shift keys have a weirdly muted sound when pressing down. So, okay, dude, stab issues, I feel like there's 99 possible things, but let me try to get you one very easy suggestion. What I think you should take a look at, if it's cherry clip-ins, make sure you clipped the stab properly. If you left even a smidge, like a little pyramid of plastic, then it'll sound muted. I think that's the number one thing you should check for. And then check if there's just excess lube on the bottom. That also could be an issue. You forgot gray in the poll. Let's see. Any recommended websites for custom keyboards that can build it for you? Mode, maybe? I would say, yeah, probably KBD Fans being like one of the better ones. Silver, green. Ooh, green is a good color too. What's gonna win this poll? Ooh, it sounds
you
like
are
it's
the
raining
artisan
really
to my keycap set.
Dude.
Are you a hot swap PCB? Because I would love to experiment with your switches, wink wink. Alexot pause, Alexot, Alexot love.
Pause? Huh? Mode doesn't offer switches I want? What? Hold on, pause. Pause 1 second. I think you should work backwards then. Who's offering the switches you want? Who is offering those? Work backwards. I feel like you're going to have to hire someone. I am. You're going to have to hire someone who's doing... Oh, shoot. Am I putting the wrong... I am. Hold on 1 second. Work backwards for now. You're going to have to, I think, send it to someone who is a keyboard builder. Taking the wrong screws from the wrong spot here. Yeah, because I think you're just going to keep running into dead ends, you know? And I think you're going to get really annoyed because you're running into dead ends. Yeah, I agree with Elvin. I would just see if you can find a local keyboard builder and then just go from there. End of story. Not a lot of keyboard builders. I mean, for good reasons, source parts. So just be prepared to find the parts yourself. So KS3 Milky Yellows are a pretty widely available switch. I still think maybe the better option for you, and you'll have just a better overall experience, is just get someone to build it for you. It may cost a smidge more doing that, but I think it's just going to be a better experience in the long run, usually. Because I don't know how good some of the pre-built experience stuff is from other brands is. Alright, very cool. We're done this. And then last thing, we screw in these guys. Yeah, or you can just get a hot swap unit and just kind of tinker with it yourself. Also, a little note here, this is easy to put in. Sometimes with these hidden screw designs, you have to like clip something down or fiddle with it. This is relatively simple. Hydrate, give me 1 second. A nice cold cherry Pepsi? I don't have cherry Pepsi. Why'd you have to say that, Mystery? That sounds so refreshing right now. Damn, that was kind of mean, man. It's a diet? Vanilla Coke? Vanilla Coke low-key kind of hard to find, though. Don't you guys think? Isn't it kind of tough to find Vanilla Coke right now? All right. Very, very cool. Yeah, you can install them. It's just popping them in. That's it. And then just doing your own stabilizers. That's all. All right. What am I using for keycaps is the real question today. I hate the Oreo Coke. Okay, not to argue, because I know this is a touchy subject. The Oreo Coca-Cola was actually really good. But I feel like the Oreo cookies, the Oreo Coke cookies, I think those were ass. I actually really liked the drink. I'm not gonna lie. The cookies though, we got a box and we shared them with friends, and just half of it's still there, man. Dude, I'm so pissed that they don't make the coffee Coca-Cola anymore. I don't even know why. Why did they discontinue that? Beats me. Chladni does sound like a really good vibe on this. I might do Chladni because that does sound like it'd be fun. Alternatively, we could do something beige. Or we could just do Sloth. I think Sloth is a good choice too. I might have to take it off my Ori though, which is a bit smooge, but I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to do it for today. My poor Ori. Chladni is a better choice. Chladni... Oh, there's a part 2 that was put up. Chladni or... Sloth. What do you guys want? Just spam it in chat. Make your decisions. I'm good either way. I'm kind of leaning Sloth myself. Wob? We could do Wob. Chladni, Sloth. The Ori has served its purpose. Damn, I feel like this is right down the middle. Greg? Hold on a second. Heavy, this is your first chat here and you had to say Gregory? Heavy, this was your first chat and you said Greg. And you said his full fucking name too. That's crazy to me. Alex, yes. Breathe. Man. We don't see Chladni. Heavily based? Oh my god. He will make keyboards great again? Oh my god. I agree, Gregory needs to be used here. Guys, please. There's only one way to use Greg today. It's on cooldown, man. Alright, I guess Chladni then. I guess that seems to be the general consensus. I've seen more Chladnis. So I shall go find where I put Chladni on them. Chladni, it is. My Ori is safe for another day. Hell yeah. My Ori is safe. Let me go find what I put Chladni on, because I don't even remember. What did I put Chladni on? Foundation actually sounds like a good one too. Avo added a blocked term. That's crazy. Avo blocked the full word Gregory. What did I put Chladni on? I feel like I put it on a red keyword. I just don't remember what I put it on. Foundation does sound like a sick choice though. The more I think about Foundation, the more I'm like, oh yeah, that would look great. I feel like I had it on the... No, I don't have it there. What do I have it on? Chladni. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Where is my Chladni set? What the... Just checked YouTube, 0.65. Thank you. Did I put the 0.65 back in the box? I feel like I did. Hold on a second. Thank you. Ooh, it is raining raining like crazy outside. It is pretty bad. Where's the .65 now? I just love green, even if all my t-shirts are a shade of green. I also love green. Green's a sick color. Where's the points? I'm just gonna switch views so you don't have to stare at my back. .65, where art thou? I also really need to use the washroom right now, but I also really want to find where I put the .65. So just give me one moment, everybody. Everyone have a nice little chat while I try to find this board. Oh, I did put it back in the hard shell. Well, a hard shell, not the right hard shell. Give me one moment. I'm going to use the restroom because I really have to use the restroom. Be right back 1 second. Honestly, I've been on that hydration game today, so... Can we gaslight Alex into using Greg? No? Worst set at 4 months to stealth. Oh my god. Greg is responsible for PK exit scam? Damn! You guys already know the rules with Greg, man. You guys already know the rules with Greg. It's raining and I'm over here hearing thunder and my phone goes off to a tornado warning. It's pretty bad here too. I don't know if you guys can like sort of hear it. Do you hear some of the rain in the background or no? What if I point the mic this way? Hold on. Sorry, I keep cutting out the camera. I keep touching it. Sorry, guys. It's raining pretty badly here. The cooldown gets extended by a week when Greg is mentioned. Damn. Dude, this is a good combo. I really like this too. I keep touching it. Sorry, guys. Huh? That's weird. Your camera flickers. My monitor light bar flickers. No, it's because I have the camera. The cords are just the right length. So if I touch anything, it flickers. We're not seeing Greg till 2035. There's a way around it, which includes subbing, but I set it high on purpose, so I never have to see that set. I just have an old lamp shining on the wall behind my monitor. I actually just brought down one of my little, it's kind of a crappy little light bulb thing, but I needed like a lamp on my desk, and I don't know. I saw some nice lamps that were like 40, 50 bucks, but I'm pausing purchasing things until the new year. So this set is nice, right? No, I'm just using the Amazon one still. I haven't found a brand that's more reliable. I'm trying a new brand right now. I don't remember what it was called, but I cannot be purchasing until next year. I feel that, dude. Big Choppa, thank you so much for the Prime sub, man. Or I guess converting it to a tier 1. Thank you very, very much, man. Thank you, thank you. I heard sub means Greg. No. That's not the exact rule on that. That's not the exact rule. But thank you so much, bro. It's been out of control the past year. What, spending? Guys, you guys know how I feel? I don't care what board we're looking at what price point. Do not buy things that you cannot afford. I'm a huge advocate on that. I don't care what we look at. I don't care how fucking hype it is. I care about you guys more than I care about these damn keyboards. So I will tell you, make sure you are spending responsibly before making any purchases, please. Don't let people like hype you up to buy things. This includes any project. Oopsie Daisy, thank you so much for a tier 1. Thank you, thank you. Is the Gatoron Jupiter Banana the same as the Milky Yellow? I don't think so. I've never even heard of that. Damn, Jupiter Banana. So nice. Thank you, Mystery. Thank you guys so much. Oopsie, Mystery, Big Choppa. Thank you guys all so much, man. You guys are very kind. Oh, we literally just had to move things on one board. That's pretty cool. All right. Actually, you know what? We did it red last time because the 0.65, which I really like the weight. I like the curved weight for this, like the rounded edges. But this actually looks really good with the brown. Damn, this is a nice combination. This is real pretty. What do you guys think? It says Jupiter Banana on Keychron's website. Oh man, I have no idea. This looks cool. I love this side profile. So let's talk about the keyboard again before we start typing on it. A few things. The keyboard's $500. It's expensive. So let's take a look at everything and kind of figure out, is this worth it for you? And I want to preface this whole conversation with two things, okay? Number one is, this is clearly not going to be value. There's no value to be had in this board, all right? Value is a particular thing that I feel like people talk about, and I think the majority, and value means different things to different people, first to understand. Second, value, what I find to the majority means, is this going to be better than spending $200 on a Neo keyboard? And that's even subjective on its own. So is your extra $300 going to, be $300 better? Probably not. There's a lot of diminishing returns in keyboards. All right. It hits real quick lately. So that's number one. So with that being said, number two is, you're allowed to buy things that you like at whatever price point they are. It doesn't mean they have to be a good value. I wish more people were understanding and open-minded of that. So for example, if this particular design studio has put a lot of work into this and they said, you know what, we value our thing at $500, they're allowed to do that. And you're also allowed to either buy that or not buy it. We are also are allowed to criticize that. Like, do I think this is worth $500? Oh, first of all, hold on.
Got hyped
thank you
up
very
for
much.
this project, lol. Also, Greg.
Greg?
Never seen the
damn.
set before.
Yeah, neither have I. Let's keep it that way. Thank you so much, Sickvic. Appreciate you, man. But yeah, again, that's always been my standpoint since the dawn of when I started streaming keyboards. That's always been my thing with, is this worth your money? Now, I think this is really nice, this board. I adore this side profile. I like the way the light kind of hits it. I like how curved this is. It's nothing new, but it's well done here. And it does remind me a little bit of the Sonnet side profile. This is just a little bit more exaggerated. Again, the back here just has that little diamond logo, which I think looks nice. I think this looks fine for what it is. Yeah, it definitely reminds me of the Sonnet too. And then you have this really cool bottom piece, which I think is really, really, really fun. Again, this could also be a point of criticism for you guys as well. This is on the bottom. You're never going to see this if you don't flip over your board. So you have to like and want this for this to matter. And you know what? I think this board, overall, it looks good. Like it's a classic looking board, thin side bezels, a little bit of a chunkier top and bottom, which I personally die for. This is great. I would love to see the team at Ray see if they can slightly lower the front height, although it's a good front height at about, we measured 19.7 minus the feet. So it's okay. This is still going to be comfortable for me, I can already tell. So again, under 20 mil is usually a sweet spot. My personal preference as of late has been about 17 to 18 millimeters. Now, the only true piece of criticism I can even give this board is I think the hot swap PCB needs a smidge of work. Obviously we don't have that here too, so you know what though? I will say NoCom, I agree with that. I do think if they were just to extend this out a little bit and add a cherry lip, this could look really fucking slick. And I think that could even add to, like, you know, the faceting on the gem over here, the back weight. Again, really love this. This is sweet. But yes, a little bit of an extended out front nose over here, when then just chopping it down to cherry lip this, I think this would look really, really nice. It's $500 US. It's a smaller scale project. Also understand this too, guys. I'm not defending this project, but smaller scale projects from individuals, they're going to cost more. They don't run in big scale. Now, do I think this is, again, worth your money? It's up to you. I'm going to be upfront and tell you, you can probably get this exact same kind of combo minus the looks in a keyboard half the price. Not even. So it really comes down to, is the look of this keyboard selling you? Because the mounting style, oh, my stomach's growling like crazy. The mounting style of this keyboard is, I wouldn't say anything completely new. They do put some gaskets underneath to help with some of the absorption of sound. This is technically still a top mount. I do like the plate for this though. The plate with the little small relief clutch is really nice. But let's see. Let's see how this sounds, and then we can talk about it some more too. Little HJ test. So aluminum plate, MX2As, and GMK keycaps. God damn, dude. Thank you, Korn. Really appreciate that, man. It's a solid top mount, though. Let's tune up the spacebar just a smidge because I can hear a smidge of rattling on the left side. It's a very bright board, which I kind of adore personally, but let's get some extra little bit of lube. You need to tune it just a bit here. The spacebar ain't hit? Really? You don't like it, Sick Vic? Like I said, just let me tune this up and then we can go from there. Really, I like the spacebar personally. Preference though, remember. Okay, this sound profile on this, I'm a big fan of. Okay, listen. I like the sound profile on this. It feels like a top mount, so you're getting nothing spectacular there. They nailed the sound. In my opinion, I would use this all the time. I think this sounds great. It's a very loud board overall. I also think this is top mount aluminum. So let me also tell you guys this. Top mount aluminum, I typically don't like. It's very rare that I find a top mount aluminum board that I actually like. If this was a plastic plate, this would be 100%. I can already tell you, this would be a sound profile that I fall in love with even more so than right now. But this sounds really good for what it is. Yeah, with carbon fiber, with plastic. Also, Corn, you said you wanted to see the bottom. So, one other thing I want to say too. I do agree with the whole, if this had a cherry lip, this would go with the theme more. Someone mentioned that in chat, and I do agree with that. I would actually like to see, potentially, I don't know if this will end up being a thing though. I think a cherry lip would have been really smart in terms of even theming for the keyboard too. Now again, guys, at $500, is this a purchase you want to make? You have to like it. But again, if you don't, there's tons of other alternatives. Because I think this is going to be purchased just based off the theming and the copper weight being kind of like a diamond as is. Now, some things I would like to see. I believe I saw on the website there was a few different plates being offered. My honest opinion, at this price point, again, I'm not going to pretend like I know how much this costed to make. I don't know how much this particular faceting on the copper badge weight thing over here would cost. I don't know. But at this price point here, I would even like to see more than one plate included inside the case, like inside the package. I think including a number of different plates would make this a better deal. Hell, even including something like 2 PCBs would make a lot of sense. Because again, this is expensive. So I think giving people lots of options with the product you're buying makes more sense for the price. At least the plates. The second thing that I would probably like to see too is not that this is not capable of doing it, but that cherry lip I think was a really good idea. And I think that's really it in terms of what I can offer for criticism. Is this going to do well? I'm not too sure. I hope it does. It's a really pretty weight, and I like the story behind the keyboard. I like a lot of little small details on the inside. It's nothing too crazy, and I think really what we're seeing here is just this curve here on the side, as well as this copper weight, two-piece copper weight, being one on the inside, one on the outside over here. But does it include 2 PCBs? I didn't see that on the website. Well, let me triple check. I think it only includes 1. I think it includes 2. William is in chat, so William can let us know. Because I'm only seeing... Yeah, I'm only seeing 1. I think a daughter board would also be worth the effort. I also think that too, it's not necessary, especially for a top mount, and there's plenty of great keyboards that cost in and around the same price bracket without one. But I would have liked that added little bit of a, daughter board as well. Just from like a perspective of, it just helps with everything. If you guys really want to get into the nitty gritty of it, sometimes when people take apart their boards, because these kind of slot in, people kind of rip them out and then break the USB-C port off. If it's a fixed piece, you don't have to worry about that. And plus, you don't have to worry about any sort of weird resonance from plugging in the cable or any sort of weird vibrations. So, I honestly think that a classic look with distinctive touches that really make it special. I agree with you on that 2-pin. I do think that there's going to be a lot of people who want a traditional looking keyboard with a few really unique pieces. And I think those unique pieces on this board are going to be the weight as well as the side profile. I think people who really like that will really appreciate this. But I think, again, this is kind of reaching into the realm of not so much a niche purchase, but it's definitely going to be for a select people who want this particular theme. I think about 500 is a Kohaku too, yeah. And the Kohaku is pretty straightforward when it comes to, what it is too. I don't think $500 keyboards are out of the realm of impossible. I think everything needs to line up perfect. So, with that being said, not that I really ever assign rankings to anything, I do think this sounds and feels really good. For me to like an aluminum top mount, again, typically I stray away from those. It takes a lot of perfection. And I think this sounds really good for alu top mount. Would have loved a plastic plate today. Obviously, we're taking a look at what we can here. How much does it weigh? Here, I'll get a scale. But yeah, to keep going on my thoughts, sounds really good. It looks good. Very classic look. Comfort-wise, I would have liked a smidge lower on the front here, so I wouldn't call that perfect. But I think that's very preference-based. And I really like the weight, too. The weight's really fun. 1.8 kilos. 1.82 kilos. So about 4 pounds. Chunky. It's a little bit of a chunky keyboard. Nothing out of the realm of super, super weighty, but God, I like this spacebar a lot. This spacebar does hit. Yeah, the spacebar hits. I like this spacebar. I think that's a nice classic crisp spacebar. It's nice. Does CN use kilograms? I think most. Well, actually, I'm not too sure. I don't even want to answer that because I'm not too sure now. I have no idea. Hi, Real Sandy. How you doing? How are you? How are you? Definitely keyboards for the fans of Smith & Ruin, JJW, Kaze. Yeah, I think anyone who appreciates a really classic looking keyboard like you mentioned, 2-pin, will appreciate this. I think anyone value oriented who are going to come in immediately by saying this is overpriced. Listen, again, my response to this will always be designer products or products that people put a little bit of heart and passion into. They're going to charge whatever they want to charge. It doesn't mean you have to agree with it. And again, you can criticize that. But it's definitely not a value-oriented project. There's tons of reasons. Smaller scale. People want to get paid for their work because they're individuals handling everything. So it's a bunch of reasons, right? And we're all free to get what we want. And it's not like there's other keyboards and other price brackets don't exist. But honestly, the keyboard feels and sounds really good. I think for me, though, like I said, the only thing that's comfort-wise, like a millimeter lower on the front height, oh man, I would have been swooning over how this is. It's anodized really well. The copper looks great too. And I know this has already been handled by Mr. Diego. Diego is also very careful with keyboards though. So, I mean, it's anodized super well. So. If only they came with brass weights, compare with the upcoming BRG keycaps. Oh my god, my stomach. Oh, also, one other thing too that I want to mention that I keep forgetting to talk about. I did some research into, and I actually spoke to someone who works with a lot of different metals and stuff like that too. Some people are using the Neo copper as an example of cheap copper. But and this is the part that sits undisclosed to a lot of us. There's also different ways that you can achieve cheaper copper. Essentially by like mixing certain things and this whole thing. And I was not lectured. Lectured seems like it was really mean-spirited. But I was educated, I guess, on some of the aspects and ways you can get different copper. Even some stuff that would appear to be incredibly cheap. So there's also that as well. Like different variants of copper, like the purity of copper costs different amount of money too. And maybe that's something we need to have more transparency on as well, so it makes more sense. So I really like the bottom design. I'd hit that with a 10, man. I really like this. Like I said, this is definitely different from something I've ever seen. It feels luxurious. I really like the bottom design. Yeah, Neo also sells huge amounts of scale too, right? I agree. We already disclosed grades of aluminum. Might as well hit the brass and copper too. Yeah, I mean, it would make more sense. Looks very satisfying to look at. It's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous looking bottom of a keyboard. I really, really like it. You know what actually would have been a really... Well, maybe not for a 65. Never mind. Yeah, I would have not put a blocker on this, like on the top. Never mind. I'd say this. This is good looking here. But William, I think this looks great. Sounds good too. I'm going to keep it a buck. I don't know how many people will be super interested at the price point. I hope people are interested in the project. It's just, you know, like again, keeping it. I'm gonna shoot super straight with you right now. $500 right now, especially during the holidays, is a little bit of a tougher pill to swallow. It is limited. I believe it's like what, 50 or 60 units. I think I read. Correct me if I'm wrong. I love the green one. Sick. Yeah, there's some fun colors. 60 units. Yeah, there's some fun colors too. But no, genuinely sounds great though. Just don't expect a low quantity run to be priced like 5,000 units. No, totally. Doesn't produce any hollowness, Alex, which is something other keyboards couldn't achieve. I mean, to be fair, like I said, I think what the gaskets are doing on the internals here are basically allowing some of the vibrations to be absorbed there. I think it's just good design with the internal weight system. You know what I mean? So, like we mentioned earlier, the pass-through weight, I think more so than the gaskets, are probably doing the heavy lifting in terms of what's not resonating in a board. But yeah, it does not feel empty at all. At all. The gaskets are definitely going to be helping, though, because that's definitely absorbing some of those sound profiles, too. Gorgeous board, unique weight, sounds great, limited quantity. I think the price is reasonable. Okay. Hey, I am glad that you guys think so, too. The price seems to be good. Feel free to try without the gaskets. No, if it's intended to be with it, I'd rather keep it with it. Gondo, what's up, dude? But William, I think you did a great job with the just internal structure, making this sound as full as possible, which is something, you're right, should be commended, like Tommy said. But very, very nice. Have a drink on me? Thanks, Zane. Gondo train legs. Gondo is making EC and HE PCBs. Gondo is awesome. Why is Gondo talking about himself in the third person? What's going on? I think you covered all the grounds. Nah, it's a cool project. I like it. It's fun. OTY, thank you so much for the prime. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Actually, let's see. How does this look from the side one more time? Looks good. Actually, I really like this keycap set on this. This looks great. Honestly, Sloth would have been my first choice. I'm glad you guys said Chladni. Chladni's a good pick for this. But that's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much it for today's stream. I hope you guys really, really enjoyed this board. I know I did. I think this looks great. I'm hoping that the team at Ray, William, can also just make this as smooth as possible. Sale, I think the group buy sale starts, I don't think there's an exact date. I couldn't even find it in the Discord, but I believe sometime in, what, December? Is that right, William? Is there an exact date for that now that I'm not aware of? I couldn't find one. I probably should have asked you before stream, but I just didn't think so. I didn't think to ask, rather. Norse would have looked really good on this, too. The first 2 weeks of December. Perfect. And then, if you guys want to, the website's in the build command, if you guys are interested in the board. My thought process on this, if you guys want one last little thought, is this sounds great. It really does. I think if you end up picking up a unit, you're really going to appreciate it. That's my final thought here. There's not much design-wise. Maybe some stuff I would have personally liked to see, like the cherry lip and the lower front height. But I think people will appreciate this. It sounds really, really good. Actually, let's give this one more sound test, because I actually do like the sound profile of this a lot. I think what else is really impressive too is there's no vibration that I'm feeling with the top mount. aluminum plate. Which is another note, too, that should be noted. A note that should be noted. I'm a noob, but just want to ask, is there a sound difference between hot swap and solder? It's very, very, very minimal, but yes, a little bit. I think the little tribute inside the blocker shows how much thought and pride went into the design. Yeah, I think so too. Like I said, looking at the bottom too, just like, I love this. I think this looks great. You know what though? In the chocolate brown color here, this almost reminds me of like a little like caramel center. Am I wrong for saying that? Doesn't this kind of look like some sort of like actual candy that you can eat? Never mind a jewel. More like a caramel center. As you guys can tell, I'm pretty hungry, so. Oh man. I really want, dude, I've been craving chocolate lately, bro. I've been craving it. We don't really have much chocolate here, so. So taste test? Oh my gosh. It looks like it smells like Dove chocolate. Dove chocolate? I've never had Dove chocolate. I know what it is though. The color of copper in the case really does look like it gives off that vibe, doesn't it? It kind of looks like a caramel center, which I'm here for, by the way. I think that's really cool. Damn. Cool though. Yeah, you know what? The more I think about it, the more I have confidence that if you guys want to grab this board, I really, really think this is going to be one of those boards where you're just really going to appreciate the overall package you get here. But like I said, my other criticism still stands. But that's pretty much it, guys. I got a double fudge Pop-Tart. You mean the all chocolate ones? I haven't had a Pop-Tart in ages, and honestly, I want Pop-Tarts now. I wonder how much they are. I have to go to the grocery store this weekend. Fuck, I got so much to do tomorrow. I might actually have time to stop and get Pop-Tarts, though. That sounds delish. I love Bounty chocolate bars. Please, they're so good. Bounty is like... any sort of coconut chocolate type thing is so good, dude. Brown sugar, cinnamon Pop-Tarts. I don't think I've ever had those. Unique sounding, though. Also, cheese. I forgot to... did I tell you that I can't ship out your thing right now because of the Canada Post strike? I have like 7 packages sitting there. I don't know if you want me to ship with a different shipper at this point, but I've been checking prices and everything's so fucking expensive. UPS to ship to you was like $35. So I was like, damn, this is a lot just for a little package of Switches. That's like the standard flavor. Really? I thought like the standard was just chocolate on the inside. Honestly, how I feel about my Kaze, I just stare at it. Yeah. Especially because I win something in December. True, you might win. And then I can just package it all together. Brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tarts are like the beginner's Pop-Tart? Pause. Are you sure? I thought the beginner Pop-Tart was like the standard... yeah, like the jam-filled ones. Or like the chocolate ones was like the standard. I don't think I've even had the... hold on, now you have me so curious right now. Have I ever had a brown sugar one? I need to look this up. I'm going to be real with you guys. I don't think I've ever had this. I don't think I've ever had the brown sugar one. The Cherry MX Black in the Pop-Tart world? Are you serious? I don't think I've ever even seen this one here. Pop-Tart tier list right now? Okay, I'm going to be real. The last time I had a Pop-Tart was when I was a little kid. So I don't think I don't think I'm the best at giving you guys Pop-Tart tier lists right now. Yeah, I've never had this. Never even... I don't think I've ever seen this in a store. Maybe there was. I just never paid attention. Yeah, my thing was always like strawberry or like chocolate. Something like that, you know? Well, damn. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably gonna get some now. I kind of want some. They're usually pretty like inexpensive. Literally missing out. Go put them in the toaster. I'm not. Nothing's open right now. It's 9 o'clock. All right, though, guys. You're making me so hungry right now. Holy shit. Let's go find someone to raid. Like I said, if you guys are interested, take a look at the website for this board. It's in the build command. Hats off to William and the rest of anyone who was involved in this board. Oh my god, Scooped, fuck off, man. I'm thinking about food right now. I'm so hungry. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, definitely take a look at the board if you guys want to. It's, I think, like I said, you won't regret picking this up. I love how everything transitions so seamlessly from the Adamas looking like dessert into talking about dessert. You know, I can guarantee two things when we come to this stream. Fun keyboards that we take a look at, and food talking. That's the two things I guarantee, like, literally every time we join this stream. But I mean, like, everyone here's chill. So, we're cool. Let's go raid Marcia. She's playing some games. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks again for William at Wraith for sending me this board to take a look at. I hope it does well, William. I really do. I really, really do. See you guys soon. Appreciate you guys. And I will see you guys for a double stream tomorrow. We're doing the Vita during the day and then a client board at night. So I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye, everybody. See ya.